Harry, welcome to the client interview, brother. I'm happy to have you, dude. We've been working together for, I want to say, closer to about 6 months,
Yeah.
but officially on paper, right? Been working together for 4 months. We pretty much started around right before the snow came. So lucky
Mm,
my anyway, let's talk about your journey, Harry. I want to kind of just give a bit of a peek hole and give a bit of a window into other people looking to improve their health, optimize their performance. I want to understand what it was like from your perspective working with me, what was going on before, what was going on during, after, things of the sort. So I guess a good place to start would be please introduce yourself, a little bit about Harry, where you're from, what offer, you're closing on right now, and we'll go from there, dude.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm Harry, live in the UK and currently on a fitness offer, it's a 5K offer. And I'm currently making around like, well, last month, we can get into this, 18K, but the previous ones
Let's
were,
go.
let's fucking go.
What did you
Um,
start at, bro? What would you start at? Like when we started
yeah,
together back in, I want to say
I,
October.
yeah, I'd say it was like 10K a month, but it's like just in between like 12K, but it's just not consistent now. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you kind of came to me right at about 10K, which I've had
Yeah.
other clients before, which is awesome. Walk me through what was actually kind of going on. What were you feeling? Things that kind of made you want to come and work with me in the first place.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, even like with being a closer, right? Like your energy is number one, but before even that, it's just like I've always been into the gym and like trying to eat healthy. I'll be honest, like was never that consistent to be honest. You know, you try like every other trick in the book. Like you hear a million things online as well, like eat one time your body weight in protein, or eat two times, or sleep 8 hours, whatever it is. There's so many things. Like I tried everything.
Generic health advice. Yeah.
Yeah, but the one thing like I just never had, like I have discipline. Like I can wake up 4 in the morning, go to the gym. But you know what, the one thing I didn't have before joining this was like consistency.
Hmm.
That was like the main thing that got me from A to B. And it was like from working with you, it was consistency.
I love it. Excellent. Now, what was actually happening on your calls before we started working together? And
Yeah.
obviously that affected your commissions, right? But talk to me kind of about that a bit more specifically. What were you feeling like? What were some of those symptoms for you? And what was that doing to your bank account?
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is like you go into these sales calls and it's like you don't need to be over the top. You got to have energy at the end of the day. Like if you come in half-assed and you kind of like you're just going through the motion really. You're not like trying to go above and beyond. I think like just going from I'm just here to like try and close you and just like take the bag. Like you go from that to like, no, I'm actually like enjoying the whole process of this thing. It doesn't come from like you know, the best way I'd put it is like y through the motions. That's the only way I could describe it. Like I just couldn't get the sleep. All right, like the main thing we saw was the sleep. So like
Quite the
food, okay,
adventure.
yeah, like food, whatever. Like I lived on caffeine and it was like Red Bulls and what was it, like
I remember that
nicotine
one
gummies.
big for us was kind of tapering off
Yeah,
the
that
caffeine.
one was diabolical. But no, it was just even the sleep, like showing up to calls and your eyes feel like they got sand in them because you're like this because you've been up too late at night scrolling and just like you know how it is. Like you go from the day like you're just exhausted from taking calls all day, man. And you just like scrolling social media after on Instagram. You're seeing other closers as well, and this kind of makes you feel like shit. Um, and it was just like you showing up to calls and just not really being there. Like your head's in the clouds. Like you can't think it straight. It's not good.
So more of the, so would you categorize it as, because typically from my side, I usually see either I'm already burnt out or like I'm heading to burnout or I'm having like some energy dips, some energy crashes, just low energy overall, or it's like I'm having the brain fog and now I can't really focus. I think kind of like you described a little bit of those, but like which ones did you identify with the most if we kind of go back 5, 6 months when we started?
Sure. Yeah, definitely burnout. Like I said, I'm pretty damn disciplined. Like I can do things for a long time. I can confirm it, but eventually your body just kind of like shuts down. And you just get really ill. And that sucked as well. So like, you got to take a week off. You're just missing out on commissions. It's not good. Not good for your KPIs either. No one wants that. But yeah, the main thing as well is like, is the focus just jittery eyes like this? Like you're not actually locked in. You've the main thing is like my field of vision, as I'd call it. I know you helped me with that one. With focus is like you're just locked in on the prospect. Whereas before it was just like I can see my whole room. Like I should be listening, and I'm just like over here thinking like, hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just that simple. Like it's the tiny little things, but you don't think of it, and then you just kind of coming back like, oh yeah, I probably should have been listening to that.
Well, let's talk about that. Obviously, there was, quite a few things that we optimized. We started with sleep. Sleep has like that domino effect, kind of get that shit sorted. A lot
Yeah.
of things start to fall into place. But let's kind of talk about 4 months later, right? You're at 9 or 10K, brain a little foggy, energy just all over the place, focus as well. Fast forward 4 months, right? We implemented the OptiLife system. We tailored it exactly to your own schedule, whatever pre-existing commitments you already had. How is life? How are your commissions 4 months after here?
Yeah, so I mean, like we little sneaked it at the start. 4 months later, we had a record month last month at 18K. I want to try and push for 20 this month. I'm getting that, but
We're almost at the
you know,
double. That's it.
I still the double. That's what I mean. But like, you know, I think at a certain point, like you have to realize it doesn't matter how many how much sales you practice. Like, yeah, volume is the key. Like, it's a numbers game. But at the end of the day, like, how long are you willing to just have like mediocre calls with energy? Like, you can't rehearse energy. Like, you have to just have it. And the only way to do it is to do the actions that get you that energy. Like, and the thing is, Sean, like, for me, like I said, I've tried to do like sleep habits in the past, and you can't. Everyone knows the benefit of it, but like because you're not doing it consistently, you're like, oh, like yeah, it's probably good, whatever.
Mhm.
When we actually locked in, even just like 2 weeks of clean sleep in a row, I think I sent you that voice note. You was like, whoa, I had to like turn the volume down because it's like so loud. Because you just have so much energy.
Almost too much. You don't know what to do with
Yeah,
it.
almost too much. Like, and you just kind of obviously, yeah, there's the positive, like, fuck, I've got all this energy now. But the kind of weird thing is, you're like, what the fuck was I operating on before?
That's a good question.
And do you know, like it's like I don't know, it's running a car with like it's like close to empty. You don't even realize till you.
Mm.
No, actually, I'd say even better than that. It's like when you go. I don't know if it's the same in America. Like every year you have to get an MOT, like you get your car serviced.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We call
Yeah,
that
yeah,
issues. Yeah.
yeah. And then it's like you get in your car, you're like, oh, okay, like you pay the guy, and then you get in your car and it's so smooth, like the braking smooth, the steering smooth. Like what the fuck? That's exactly how it feels.
Wow, that was a hell of an analogy. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, because I literally, like, in December when I got my car serviced, it was like, oh shit. But it's the same thing. It's like, that's how I describe it. Just
I don't,
2 weeks of that, and then it's obviously like 4 months in. I mean, well, you probably fucking tell from the energy I have now.
no, dude, I'll never forget, man. I think I actually want to say it was a little bit before 2 weeks. I probably want to say closer to like a week and a half. We only had one coaching call because we do them bi-weekly.
Yeah.
And at our next one coming up, yeah, I woke up and it was just like, mate, what the fuck? And I literally, it was in the morning at like 9 a.m. and I don't like to do my devices that quick. But as soon as I like looked at it real quick, I was like, Harry, I was like, oh, okay, a client texted me. And then I opened it up, I had to turn the fucking volume down. And then I responded, I was like, now this is what I'm talking about. So no, I love to hear it, dude. I want to talk briefly, Harry, about it's now been about a month and a half after we finished the program, but you're still doing great. Right now, again, you said you're pretty much right around 18. I have no doubt you're going to easily hit 20, probably 30 this year as well, just depending
Soon
on
come.
I love it, brother. Whatever
Soon.
you got planned. But
Yeah.
one of the biggest things we work on together was focusing on sustainability, doing things that build an overall lifestyle that can continue to breed results like far after our coaching is done, right?
Yeah.
And that's what OptiLife was really built for. It's more of a lifestyle thing. Talk to me a little bit about a life after OptiLife. What is kind of your day-to-day been like? How's like your mindset kind of just like now still in sales, right? Still on that role, but now doing double, like even better. What's like your mindset with health, sales, life overall now, if you wouldn't mind sharing?
Yeah, to like put it simply, if I boil it down, I think for me is like I just like picture a pyramid, and it's like for anything's like foundations, it's
Mhm.
actually like really seeing sleep as that bottom pillar, or even like what's the phrase where it's like if you want to build a massive skyscraper, you need like strong foundations. You got to pour a thick, wide base of concrete. And anytime I make the plan, like especially at the start of the month, it's not just like make commissions do this. It's like put sleep in. It's like I'm actually blocking out time for sleep. You realize like how much of an asset it really is to you. Because everything's just like downwind from there, like or downstream, sorry. It's like you sleep, okay, like you feel good. Anyone does. Like anyone that's ever had 8 hours sleep, you feel good. But it's more like after your decisions are better. Like when you go to the store. Like I used to be an absolute little fucker for it. Like these Milky Way bars.
Just to send me pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saying that's felt so naughty as I was saying those Milky Way bars. But like, you kind of go in and you just like it's not even like you have to fight the urges anymore. That's the difference. Like oh, should I, should I not? You're like, it's just a fucking Milky Way, mate. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, you are choosing, you're like, I don't know, it's like you're investing in yourself, right? You invest in your future. So, but the only way I could put it, like, just choose, like, it doesn't feel hard to do. Like, before, it kind of feels like a slog. Like, oh, I've got to fucking go, like, buy fruit and veggies. And I've got, like, it sounds ridiculous now because you're like, I fucking love fruit and veggies, but like, I've got to do this, I've got to cook that. Now you're like, oh, I see the value. Because the thing is, as well, like, everything you've helped me with in terms of even the diet as well, that gives you energy, which makes you more money because you just like, you've got the sleep good, you've got the diet dialed, your fitness is dialed. It's like your head's just sharp as a tack.
So, dude. So, and like, it's not like I hope for the folks listening, I hope that's how simple it is, guys. Like, what we do here is not incredibly complex. There's no crazy formula. Is there a level of depth and optimization to it? Of course, that's why people pay me. But at the same time, it's how do I treat my mornings properly? What do I do during the day to maintain what I've got in the morning? What do I do at night to kind of start to taper my day off and wind down, right? Not say, okay, cool, got a cool baseline. How do I further that baseline? How do I elevate it? How do I take it to the next level? And these are all the things that we have to do one at a time, personalized to the person, and making sure it's done in a way that's sustainable so you don't burn out, right? Whatever outputs we've gotten, we can understand what drove those outputs and how do we duplicate that and keep getting more and more. And Hayward, you did that very well. So I'm very proud of you, brother. I think you have
Appreciate
so much
that.
more growth in you. Even in the 4 months we worked together, just because of some more, I want to say, shipping and international issues of the sort, we
Yeah,
weren't even able to kind of go down the rabbit hole. Like, we didn't even get your blood work done yet. I don't think you got the whoop, so we weren't really tracking too much data. So,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, this is even a perfect example of I didn't even really look at Harry's like blood work. I didn't look at his panel. I didn't look at his hormones yet. Obviously, we're going to do that in the future. But even just the result of him doing the absolute basics, even at a high level, and working with me one on one, just under about 90% of the way there, this guy was able to double his commissions and he feels great now. And that's exactly what we aim to do as soon as he came into it together. So, Harry, unless you have any final questions, anything you'd like to say to myself, the audience, yourself, any last words, go for it, bro.
yeah, yeah. No, I think the one thing I say is like, it's very easy to, I don't know, just preach like health, health, health. We've all seen it, but like, when you actually prioritize it, and not even a crazy amount, like, to go back, the first thing we did was just dial one little, and that was sleep. Having that, like, having
Remember what we
someone
did for
just,
that, by the way.
oh,
Tell
like,
the audience so they can go and do it right after they get off this call and get results.
yeah, so no, it wasn't just the classic, you need 8 hours sleep and you need to not use your phone. Obviously, those are good things. Like, we all heard it. No, it was the first thing was just winding the clock back. So I was going to bed like 2 in the morning. It was like, first, let's just like play for, you're playing for the long game, basically. That's what Sean told me. It's like, stop, like like zoom out, as we say. It's like, take it back to 1, then 12, 11, 10, 9. Right? We get to there. After that, it was more a case of like, okay, well, I'm getting this energy. Then we dialed it again, and it was like, do a wind down, like do something proper, read a book. And I remember, like, I still love reading anyway, but I remember being like, Sean, I can't be asked to read a fucking book. That's boring. And Sean was like, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, you want to shut your brain off. Um, but the thing is, like, you do that, you don't realize like how much more deep sleep you can get. Um, and honestly, like, just that was amazing. Waking up feeling like, holy shit, I feel like a fresh new person. But yeah, it's just the simple things, like, you don't need to do all of that at once. And with Sean's help, like, because again, like I said, the one thing I lacked was consistency. I can be disciplined. I could do this thing, but not consistent. Like, Sean was there, he's a good coach. Like, he won't let you get away with bullshit. So, be warned about that. Like, if you're serious and you want to like actually take your health to the next level and actually get these improvements, like, Sean's the guy.
The standard is always set 100%. I
So
appreciate that, brother. Well, once again, Harry, it was a pleasure having you on. So thank you for coming on. I'm excited to see more and more of your growth. Hopefully, we can get another testimonial from you in the coming months and
absolutely.
see how you're doing then. And yeah, we'll keep going down, brother. As I love to tell everybody in health, there's so many like layers, right? Always peeling back the onion. The same
Yeah,
way we're doing it on our sales calls, trying to get to the actual truth, the answer. It's the same way in health, right? Whether it's we're starting with getting rid of bad habits before we start good habits, or whether it's, hey, let's understand your biochemistry, right? And go on a molecular level. There's always levels of depth to it. And every new level, more consequences, more challenges, higher standards. But that's the beauty and that's the game.
absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you did have a call booked with me, I'll see you on our call soon. If not, I hope you enjoyed the interview with myself and Harry as well. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.